Good afternoon. How is everybody doing today? I wanted to talk. I wanted to talk about. Should have sipped some water. The difference between hecklers and trolls. They're both very similar. You know, they're both actually signs of success when you're an artist, whether a comedian or a content creator. You know, along with your popularity, you're also going to get people who are going to be criticizing your work and trying to, deflate you and push your buttons and get you to react. But the thing about hecklers is, you see them right there in the audience. You have the opportunity to talk back to them right to their face. Now, true, they can come up to you in the parking lot and assault you after the show. They can throw a chair at you or tomatoes and all, but you know who they are. They're there in person. A troll on social media, also known as a keyboard gangster, often does not produce any content of their own and does not show their face. So they're a more difficult enemy to, I don't know if you want to call them an enemy or not, because actually, they're watching you. They're watching your content. But whatever the case is, you don't know who they are, where they are, and they can just ambush you out of left field. So it's more of a I don't even know how to describe that. Now, I haven't had much experience with hecklers in my comedy career, and that's because I have not really performed for too many real audiences. The only really audiences I did a show at my job one time. I did a show at an organization from one of my hobbies where I was a member. I did graduation shows from, comedy classes, bringer shows where you have to bring, a minimum amount of guests in order to get on stage. So my experience with hecklers is limited. And as a content creator, I am just starting to enter the world of trolls. I must say, it's an interesting world, and sometimes you debate whether to ignore them or to react to them. I've seen YouTubers do both. Now, I can get mad and I can say, okay, I haven't had enough real shows in comedy, and that's why I haven't faced any hecklers. And yeah, that's true. I haven't really had any real shows. I'm an open mic comedian, and I can get mad and I can blame everybody else for overlooking me and think, oh, I'm the funniest, I'm the most hilarious person in the world. Why won't they give me a chance? Why aren't I in Comedy Central? But you know what? I only have myself to blame. You know why? Because I didn't push forward. That's right. In order to be successful as a comedian, you have to constantly push and push and push. You got to be out there. You got to tough it out. You got to show up at open mics. In New York City, some comics are going to 2, 3, 4 open mics a night. They're hopping on the subway train, going from open mic to open mic, becoming friends with the MC, calling up ahead, trying to get ahead on the list so they can go on the next open mic. You basically got to make it all about yourself. You got to convince yourself that you're the most funniest person in the world, and you have to walk around like your head up high, like you're the shit. I don't got that in me. It gets my moral fiber. That's not who I am. And that's why I have not succeeded as a comedian. I just have not put myself through the trench warfare, comedy warfare, if you will. So I come on here and I talk to the 2 or 3 people who watch me. That's my decision. And now that I'm starting to grow a little bit in popularity in YouTube, I want to thank the trolls. Thank you for heckling me, because you guys are watching me, and that means a lot. I'll be back with more bullshit later.